On a chilly autumn evening, four teenagers, Sam, Lily, Jake, and Mia, found themselves in the attic of Sam's house, rummaging through the old belongings left by his late grandparents. The attic was a forgotten realm, filled with dusty relics, cobwebbed furniture, and a faint, eerie glow from the setting sun streaming through cracked wooden slats. It was Jake who stumbled upon an intricately carved wooden box tucked away in a corner. "Check this out," Jake called, brushing off the dust to reveal a board game with the words, "The Devil's Game," etched in blood-red letters across the top. Intrigued by its mysterious appearance, they carried it downstairs to the living room, unaware of the horror awaiting them. Curiosity got the better of them as they opened the box and examined its contents. The board seemed to pulse with an unnatural energy, glowing faintly as if alive. Dice, pawns, and a set of rules written in a cryptic language filled the box. The air in the room seemed to shift, growing heavier with anticipation. Sam, ever the bold leader of the group, suggested they play. "It's just a game," he said with a grin, rolling the dice. The others hesitated but eventually agreed. As Sam's turn began, the room seemed to darken, and an unexplainable chill crept through the air. The game came to life. The pawn moved on its own, and suddenly the lights flickered. A deep, guttural growl echoed through the room, and Sam froze in place. Before them, a monstrous figure emerged from the shadows, a horrifying creature with glowing red eyes and razor-sharp claws. It was as if the board game had summoned his deepest fear. The others screamed as they tried to pull Sam away from the looming beast, but the creature vanished just as quickly as it had appeared. Sam, shaken but unharmed, stared at the board in disbelief. Lily's turn was next. The dice rolled in her trembling hand and the room began to morph. Ghostly figures materialized, replaying a scene from her past. Her parents' voices filled the room, arguing viciously, their distorted faces hovering above her. Tears streamed down Lily's face as she confronted the painful memory. Jake was up next, though he was visibly reluctant. As he rolled the dice, shadowy, human-like figures surrounded him, whispering accusations of betrayal. Jake backed away, clutching his chest as the shadows pressed closer. His friends watched helplessly, unable to intervene. Finally, it was Mia's turn. The game revealed a dark family secret she had buried deep. Her grandmother, trapped in the same game decades ago, screaming in terror as the shadows consumed her. The vision left Mia shaking, her face pale with fear and guilt. Through the chaos, Sam noticed something etched on the game box. "To end the game, all players must survive their turns," he read aloud. A flicker of hope ignited in their eyes, but they also realized the deadly stakes they faced. Determined to confront their fears, the group worked together. Sam stood tall against the monstrous figure, shouting at it to leave. Lily faced the vision of her parents, her voice steady as she forgave them. Jake apologized to the shadows, watching as they dissolved into nothingness. But when it came to Mia, the game demanded more. As her pawn reached the final space on the board, the glowing letters spelled out a chilling phrase: "One must stay to end the game." Mia looked at her friends with a mix of love and sorrow. "It has to be me," she said softly. Before anyone could stop her, she placed her hand on the board. The room erupted in chaos, violent tremors, swirling shadows, and a deafening roar. Dark smoke enveloped Mia as she disappeared into the game. When the chaos subsided, the room fell silent. The board game lay closed and lifeless on the table. Sam, Lily, and Jake stood frozen, staring at the spot where Mia had been moments ago. As they turned to leave, the faint glow of red etchings reappeared on the game box. The words, "The Devil's Game," shone ominously, a reminder that the nightmare was far from over.